Hey, welcome back. It's Dr. Tabby Cat, and this session we are going to do another couples session, and it's kind of a add-on to the last session we had where the couple, we found out that there was indeed a third party that had entered the relationship. So we're kind of going to dive into that for this evening. So tonight I have all new cards we're going to use, and I have the astrological cards. I have some inner child cards, which I'm going to give you journal prompts, so have your journals ready. And then I have the mystical moments, so you can also do journal prompts on that as well. And then I have the Guardian Golden Tarot that I'll be using for the main deck. And then I'll probably do a couple decks afterwards for clarifying. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so I pre-shuffled, and so for the astrology cards, for the zodiacs, we got the sun in the 6th house. So the sun says your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. The 6th house, the work, health, and duty area of your life. Libra, this energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. The 7th house, this area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. The 8th house, the transformational area of your life, is about shared resources and intense emotions. It's got wedding rings on there. And we got Chiron. That is your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. And we got Gemini. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. And the 10th house, your achievements and status in the outside world. All right, that's all the astrology signs we got. Okay, for the inner child, okay, so this is where you need your journal. All right, the first one we got. And if I was you, I'd write the numbers as well, because you know angel numbers are always important. So number 1, a time to remember. Look back on your childhood. All right, so the journal prompt is, what thoughts and feelings does the image of your younger self bring up inside of you? Do you feel any blocks inside of your body or mind when you practice this exercise? Note, if you have strong negative feelings associated with childhood, this can be a difficult practice. While this exercise can be incredibly healing, only go as far as you feel comfortable. All right, number 9. Connect to eternity within. Let yourself be held with love. All right. The journal prompt is, when you hear the word divine, what emotions do you feel inside of you? Is there anything that might be stopping you from fully receiving unconditional love or experiencing the wonder of the divine? All right, the next one's number 19. All right, It is never truly the end, beloved. In this, everything will be okay. The journal prompt is, what can you do today to honor the current ending in your life? And remember, endings are not always a bad thing, because in order to have a new beginning, you have to have an ending. The next one is number 22, let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. And she has a butterfly on her finger. Butterflies are all about transformation. And it says, ask yourself, is there anything that needs to be spoken aloud and released? Write down what comes forth, observing it without judgment, and proceed to speak aloud what needs to be spoken. All right. The next one is 27. Pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. And that looks like two little kids walking through a garden. All right, let's see. This one says, how can you show the rejected aspects of your inner child love today? And a lot of the times when I have my clients do the inner child work, I usually have them sit in front of a mirror, because you really want to like face yourself and look at yourself when you're doing your inner child work, because it is you, and your inner child lives within your heart. So you really want to look within. All right, the next one is number 28. Review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. And that is the beach and boats. And it says, is there anything stopping you from releasing or taking responsibility today? All right, the next one is number 41. You can do hard things. It's not as impossible as it may feel. And it says, how do you feel after you have done a hard thing? Are you proud of yourself? Remember to highly praise yourself after doing the hard thing, because you deserve it. And the last one is number 42. You deserve to be seen. Let yourself be known. And it says, how do you feel after a day of practicing I am statements? Is there anything holding you back from believing your own awesomeness? And remember to save all of your journal prompts so that you can review them afterwards, or each week as you go through. All right, now on to our mystical moments. We have number 5, bloom, self-confidence, femininity, individual fulfillment. It says, a woman gazes into your eyes with pride and self-confidence. She knows what she wants, and this certainly blooms out of her being like a bountiful garden. Her hair is thick like the branches of trees, reaching out with controlled abandonment. The power of nature surrounds her, flowing both into and out from her. What would it be like to feel this connected and confident? What could you accomplish? Your inner strength blossoms into future achievements. So that's another journal prompt. The next one is number 6, listen. And her hair is the actual road or dirt. Mindfulness, sensitivity, and empathy. This young woman with closed eyes and a knowing smile is rooted in the earth. Her hair is transformed into the roots of the plants above her. You can tell the woman is aware of her surroundings. She is connected to the voice of nature. She can listen to the growing plants beneath the ground. She is an integral part of her world. She understands the sorrows and worries of the environment. All right, the next one is number 12, all is connected. All right, innovation, transformation, growth, and release. A girl sits on a tree trunk and holds leaves in her hands while others blow away in the wind. A small spider holds a few leaves together with his fine filament. Don't be afraid of changes. Release your fear by letting go. Change is hard and often painful, but it is the only way to grow. That's true. All right, number 14, the art of seduction. And that would be Scorpio. Love, womanhood, passion, and seduction. We see an elegantly dressed couple, the woman close to the man as she whispers something in his ear. Is she talking about love? What kind of secrets is she telling him? In her red jeweled gown, the woman is aware of her powers of seduction. She uses her femininity, beauty, and passion. She tempts all of his senses, from scent of the fragrant bloom to a soft touch on his cheek. All right, the next one is 18 treasured memories. And we got memories, nostalgia, and recognition. We see a woman sitting calmly in the grass. She looks forward to somewhere we didn't know while her mind is drifting in the past. With both hands, she is holding a floating balloon filled with clouds. These clouds are old memories she wants to keep and treasure. Our past experiences don't define us. All right, the next one's number 28. Can you hear me? And it says, loneliness, cry for help, communication. A woman floats in a seashell on the big sea. She looks to the horizon as if she is waiting for somebody. She is holding a trumpet in her hand, ready to blow it when the time comes. The ocean symbolizes her feelings. It surrounds her in an endless arc. She just needs to raise her trumpet and call for help. All right, the next one, we have 2 left. Number 33, weaving flowers. Creator, art of the universe, integration. Here we see a woman gathering the delicate petals of blossoms and making them into flowers. It seems like she is weaving them together, bringing a greater whole into being. She is calm and concentrated on her work. The woman is a creator. She draws from the petals falling from the sky and growing from the earth. And the last one is number 50, the observer. Here we have patience, awareness, and focus. A woman is looking through an old-fashioned camera, ready to take a photograph. She observes the landscape before her. All is quiet, all is peaceful. We don't know how long this woman has been waiting for the perfect shot. All right. Okay, now we'll get on. This is an 11 card spread, and it is called The Other Man or Woman in the Relationship. And remember, when we do divination, we don't focus on the party that's not here, because that's unethical. We're actually focusing on the couple that's given permission for the reading, so the husband and wife. So even though it's called The Other Man or Woman, we're actually not focusing actually too much on them. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put the spread out and then we'll go over it. Give me the man's energy. Give me the husband's energy. Okay. Oh. All right. Next. All right. That's too many. Oh. That was too many, but it said a lot. Is emotional Too many. All right. Number 4. All these cards want to tell us the whole story. I just want the answer to one question. Finally. Oh. Okay. All right. My goodness. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting reading, that's for sure. Definitely. I can already see that. All right. What the heck? crap. Okay. I'll put that there. Oh. Yeah, like literally all his answers for her. What the hell? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, almost done, and we'll go over it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my. Okay. The future with her. It's the wife. The future with her. Okay. And the future with the wife. Last one. Oh my. Okay. Well, lots of harsh feelings. Okay, so like I said, it's an 11 card spread. So we start out, and like I said, I will clarify. Well, first, just go over the cards that we got, and then I'll clarify. Okay, so not very nice cards. All right, so the questions for the 11 cards are, number 1, the first card is the energy for the male, the masculine. Oh, you know what? Let me do one more thing. Let me do something real quick. Put that here. What in the world? All right, let me see. I had to clarify something. Mm. Okay. I just wanted to clarify something. All right, so like I said, the first card is the masculine's energy that's in the marriage. And for his energy, he came out as the Eight of Cups, which is walking away. So he basically, honestly, wants to walk away from the entire situation of the third party and the marriage. He just wants to walk away from everything. He's walking toward the moon in secret. And he's cloaked, covering himself. All right, so that's his energy. Number 2 represents the man's emotional attachment to the third party, man or woman, his romantic feelings for her. Now, in this reading, it was very difficult to get feelings out of this person, literally. So, I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous to get anything out of him. So I would say he's not an emotional person. So so let's see. Oh shoot. So let's see, for number 2, his emotional attachment to the third party, his romantic feelings for her, we got or him or her, we got the Hangman, which is basically surrender. He surrenders to her. That's it. That's the only feelings we got out of him. All right, and then the third card is his emotions, romantic feelings toward his wife. Okay, and that was the 4 of Swords. We got plenty of swords in this reading, which is mental. So the 4 of Swords is rest, it's meditation. It can also mean that she's ill, so his wife could be somebody who is ill and in bed all the time. So take it however it resonates. So that's how he feels about his wife. All right, card number 4 represents the man's sexual attraction toward the other woman. All right. So number 4 was that. And then number 5 was his sexual attraction toward his wife. Okay. All right, so for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the man's sexual attraction toward the other woman, we got the King of Swords. So, like I said, we're getting a lot of swords in this reading. So there's not any real emotional feelings. It's all mental. So mentally, she turns him on. And there is a man in here, so it could be a male that he's having relations with. It doesn't have to be a female. It could be a man. And then we also had a male in the Four of Swords as well. All right. And then the other one, like I said, was number 5, the man's sexual relationship with his wife. And that was the 5 of Swords, which is conflict and fighting. And all the swords are actually in the ground, kind of like a barrier. So they've put up a wall. So they're probably not even having sex. All right, the next one. Number 6 reveals the things the man does not like about the third party. So what he does not like about the third party is 2 cards came out. Is the 10 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So this one, okay, the 10 of Cups is family, and it has a husband, wife, and 2 kids on here. So I'm assuming she's married, he or she's married, if it's a man or a woman he's with, and they have a child, or this could be his child. Take it as it resonates. So that is something he does not like about the third party, is that they have a family and a child. All right, the next one. What the man does not like about his wife or girlfriend. Okay, here we go. And please, no fighting during these readings. Just use your words kindly to communicate. Okay, so what he does not like about his wife is, he states the 7 of Swords and the King of Cups. So he's saying she is deceptive and manipulative and maybe a drinker, because he's holding his cup up, asking for another one. All right. So let's see. Number 8, how he views the third party as a possible marriage partner. Okay. He views the possible third party as a marriage partner as successful, and as the 6 of Wands and Knight of Swords. So that would be, so, you know, the swords are quick. They come in quickly. They give you clarity. They're all about the thinking, communicating, and mixed with the 6 of Wands is celebrating. So it's quick thinking and celebrating, quick communicating and celebrating. So that's how he feels about that. And then the next one, number 9, how he feels about his marriage relationship with his wife. And he feels that she is the devil and a drunk, the 9 of Cups. And selfish, self-absorbent. So, not very nice. Okay. Now we have 2 left. All right. What are his romantic future with the third party? His romantic future with the third party is to continue with the Page of Wands, which is, you know, continue being that fiery, you know, in and out. And then the Two of Pentacles, juggling. Basically just keeping her on the side, him or her on the side as they are. Nothing changing. All right, and the same question for the wife. What is the future that he sees for the wife? Not a good one. Okay, so for the wife, he feels like he wants to leave her out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles, giving her a complete ending with the Ten of Swords, and then for him to just continue going out with the community, being with the community with the Three of Pentacles. So not very good. So yeah, the wife and him relationship is not very good. Not on sturdy ground. The third party and him, not an emotional lovey-dovey, but he's satisfied with it mentally. All right, and then the last cards that were pulled was, I kind of wanted just to know who the third parties were, like who the energies were, and quite a few came up. So here we go. Okay, we got 5 cards. The third parties are the Magician, the Empress, who is pregnant, the Emperor, so a husband and wife, a couple, the Ace of Wands, which is sex, fiery sex, so just for sex, and the World card, which can be, he met them online, on the internet, he met them across the world, on a trip, on a cruise. It can be anything like that, on vacation. They can be foreign. So he has a Magician, a couple that are for sex, and he met them online across the world on a trip, vacation, a cruise, foreigners. So that is who is in his energy right now. So it could be like a poly thing, I guess you want to call it. I'm assuming if it's a couple and then another person involved. Because like I said, over here you have the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords. King of Cups. Actually, it's a lot of males. Yeah, it's a lot of male. Not that many females. I think the Empress is the only female on here. Yes. Oh. Even the Three of Pentacles is 3 males. The Two of Pentacles is 1 female. So yeah, it's a lot of male energy. The world is a female, a young one though. The magician and the world are very young adults. I mean, very young. To me, they look like kids. Too young. But we can get some clarifiers though. Let's see. All right. What do we want to clarify first? All right. Can we clarify the Eight of Cups, him walking away? Why is that his energy for the masculine, the husband? Why is the Eight of Cups the masculine? Why does he want to walk away from it all? Why does the masculine want to walk away from the wife and the third party situations? Can we clarify the Eight of Cups for the husband, the masculine? Why he wants to walk away? Why does the masculine want to walk away? And he's wearing a red cloak. Red is the root chakra. That's sexual energy. All right, we got the Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. So he's indecisive and he's not happy with the choices that he has. Indecisive about which path to take next and not happy with what's in front of him now, which is Four Cups. Which here, 1, 2, 3. It's 4 people there. All right. So, okay, why is he the hangman on the third party? Why does he feel the hangman toward the third party situation? Why does he feel the hangman toward the third party situation? Why does he feel the hangman toward the third party situation? The Hierophant, the Sun, and Judgment. He feels like judgment's been called. Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, King of Cups is over there. And the Tower. So something's been enlightened and highlighted over this situation. Definitely somebody's called judgment over the situation, and now the story's coming to light. It's coming out. Definitely somebody's telling. All right, why does he feel the Four of Swords toward his wife? Why does he feel Four of Swords toward his wife? Why does he feel the Four of Swords toward his wife? The Queen of Cups. Well, we got the King of Cups over there. She is the Queen of Cups. So they are a couple. It's on top. The Ten of Wands, burdened. Clarify the Queen of Cups and the Four of Swords. Queen of Cups and Four of Swords, clarify. Queen of Cups and Four of Swords, clarify that on how he feels towards wife. Queen of Cups and Four of Swords on how he feels toward his wife. She's family. Ace of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. He feels like she's just after his money. All right, and why does he feel the King of Swords as his feelings toward the third party? Why is his feelings toward the third party as the King of Swords? Why is his feelings the King of Swords toward the third party? Why is his feelings toward the third party as the King of Swords? Can we clarify that? Oh, the Two of Cups. And then we got the Queen of Wands. So he thinks she's beautiful. Or he or she. So King of Swords and Queen of Wands. Fortune. We got Strength on the bottom. Alright. Why does he view his wife as the Five of Swords? Why does he view his wife as the Five of Swords sexually? Oh. We got the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So, and a mental imprisonment and single. He'd rather be single and blind himself in a mental imprisonment than have sex with her. And then we got Seven of Cups on the bottom. He has plenty of other options to choose from than her. All right. Okay. What is this? 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles for his wife and the future for him and her. What is this for the future for him and his wife? The 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles. What is that? What is that completeness? 3 of Cups, Page of Swords, and Strength. It's because they're tired of the cheating. She has no more strength. And she's tired of spying and finding his cheating text. And it's keeping her up every night, knowing that he's offering a cup of love to somebody else. All right. Why does he view his wife as the devil and the Nine of Cups? Why does he view his wife as the devil and the Nine of Cups? Why does he view his wife as the devil and the Nine of Cups? Why does he view his wife as the devil and the Nine of Cups? Can we clarify that? Why does he view his wife as the devil and the Nine of Cups? It says the Wheel of Fortune, a fated event, a karmic cycle. So they're basically a karmic cycle together. 4 of Pentacles. She holds back from him. Yeah, it's a past love connection, past life connection. And she's got her walls up against him, which I don't blame her. I mean, look how many people he's cheating with. And, I mean, he's causing her heartbreak, so... All right, I'm going to do some of these and see what we get. All right, this is for our third party situation. Can we get some insight for our third party situation, please? Third party situation for this scenario. Give us some insight for this man and wife and third, fourth, and fifth, sixth party situation, please. We get some insight for this situation, please. Any more? All right, I saw a couple flips. All right, that's it. One more flip. All right, let's see. All right, and excuse my hair. I just shampooed it and conditioned it, so it's all fluffy. All right, so we have ascend to the highest vibration of human life, harmonize your energy, embrace your true being. So, which means align your chakras, heal any inner child wounds, especially with this situation. Do the inner child healing that you need to do. All right. See the truth within. Eye of the lotus, universal. Open the third eye, reflection of the universal energy inside. Yeah, once you heal all of your chakras and they're aligned, then your third eye will open and you will definitely get the clarity you need, especially in situations like this. As you sow, so shall you reap. Definitely. All right, and it says game over. Only one heart left. All right, Dreamweaver, lucid space. Create your truth, break free. Then we got journey, voyage. Go around the world. And then we have defendant, innocent, legal documents. So divorce, justice. Definitely a divorce is on its way, or it should be. No turning back. Yeah, he burnt both ends of the bridges here. Charming chat, inspiring news. Yep. She found plenty of stuff on his phone. And after she leaves him, she should get some sudden wealth after she heals her chakras and gets on her life purpose. All right, the bull of the strength, masculine force, flame, resolute rules, leadership, dominance, control, power, commanding presence. That would be him, always trying to be in control. There's no peace without war. He's always trying to cause war. Wait, gaze, judge, reflect, then act boldly. All right, follow moon, balanced mind. Always stay balanced, eat healthy, drink healthy, and do your journals. All right, and then I think I had one more. Yes. I'll do this one. All right, give me some closing messages for this third-party marriage situation. Third-party marriage situation messages, please. Marriage, third-party, third, fourth, fifth, sixth party situation. Any closing messages for them, for this marriage? Oh my. All right, let's see what they got. All right, we got walk away quietly. You don't need to argue your decision. Distance reveals truth faster. Your silence is powerful. It really is. And then it says side eye queen. Your intuition sees through the act. The truth shows on your face. Something feels off for a reason. I'm sure she could feel everything that was going on. Social mask. Someone hides motives behind politeness. Mask slips under pressure. Truth reveals through expression. Yeah, I'm sure that's what was going on over here with the Sun and Judgment and the Hierophant. Somebody's mask was falling off. And it says, stop people pleasing. Stop. Their comfort is not your responsibility. You are allowed to disappoint people. Your truth deserves space. Definitely. Lost the spark. The energy has shifted. Excitement fades quietly. Something feels different now. Heart over logic. Emotions override reason. You know the truth, but ignore it. Your heart keeps trying anyways. Focus mode on. Distractions are falling away. Your vision becomes sharper. You're aligned with your goals. Bigger goals ahead. Your ambition is expanding. You see opportunities clearly. You're ready for more. Definitely after all this, she will be. They miss you. Someone is thinking about you deeply. Memories replay vividly. Their heart hasn't moved on. And this always happens after somebody cheats and the other person's moved on. Love bomb and withdrawal. They overwhelm you with affection, then disappear without warning. This confusing cycle keeps repeating. It's because they have unhealed wounds, mommy and daddy wounds, still checking you. They pretend to move on, but they still watch you quietly. Your energy is hard for them to release, always. Not this again. The same drama returns. You're tired because it's familiar. This time, see it clearly. Receipts ready. Evidence is lining up. Messages reveal motives. Truth is undeniable. Get on yourself. Your potential is worth the risk. Your courage builds opportunity. You are your best investment. Definitely invest in yourself over somebody that doesn't give a darn. Attachment issues. Holding on too tightly creates fear. Insecurity makes the bond unstable. Love feels heavy instead of free. The last one, she said, what? A shocking comment spreads instantly. Reactions explode. Expect emotional aftershocks. Keep personal information off the internet. It's childish. And honestly, you can go to jail over it. All right, for slander. So don't put stuff on the internet, please. All right, do your shadow work, do your journal sessions, and I will be back tomorrow for, I'm not sure what I will do tomorrow. I know I missed the feminine reading, so I may do that tomorrow, but we'll see what comes up. All right, so I hope you guys have a great night. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. It was quite interesting. We always learn something new with all of these. And like I said, the couples that I do the readings for publicly, they all give permission. I always follow the HIPAA laws with all of the readings and the sessions. So yes, permission is given. All right, I hope you guys have a great night. It's 111 on the timer. Thank you. God bless.